WRQAM, Detroit's all-news station.
WRQ time is 4:55 p.m. Roslenberg here, bringing you traffic and weather on the 8s in just a moment. A strange story coming up here from Macomb Township. Multiple residents of the newly built Shiloh Woods subdivision on 25 Mile and Brockman have been complaining about paranormal activity going on inside some of the homes. There have been reports of ghost sightings, creepy sounds coming from closets, and other ghoulish findings. Claire Barrington explains.
Clara Cummins, her husband, and her 3 children had moved into their Shiloh Woods home 6 months ago. It wasn't until last week that she noticed something was wrong.
I've had doors close by themselves at weird times at night. Just the other night, one of my 5 smoke detectors went off at 2:30 in the morning. The smoke detector company couldn't give me a good explanation. The property managers couldn't give me a good explanation. And as a mother of 3 children, this stuff scares me.
A resident of the subdivision had called the local ghost hunters, and they just happened to be there while we were talking to some residents. Local ghost hunter named Timothy Barrett spoke to us.
We just did our investigation to this one house, and it is of our opinion that the house is indeed haunted. As of all the other houses in the subdivision, all I hear is the stories from the residents. They are more than welcome to give us a call, make the payment, and we would come down at their earliest convenience.
But Timothy has a theory.
The area we are standing on, in the 80s, this was a small graveyard. This subdivision is probably 2 or 3 times the size of that graveyard. They took that graveyard and moved it 3 or 4 miles north of here. And there's this rumor that although all the headstones were moved, some of the coffins were not moved along with it. I went to the subdivision's main office to ask what they knew of that or who I can call for that info, and they didn't want to tell me anything.
We also went to the subdivision's office to try to get their input. They gave us a phone number to their Chicago office in which we called. They have not given us an answer yet. This is Claire Barrington in Macomb Township for WRQ.
Wow, a strange story indeed. Let's go to traffic and weather on the 8s, my last one for the day, because after this, Rod Cambridge is taking over. Say, Rod, have you ever seen a ghost?
I can't say I have. When you say ghost hunters, I remember that show and I wasn't a fan of it. Then South Park made fun of them in one episode, which made me laugh pretty hard.
Oh, South Park, they just go after everybody. I'm a little too old for that.
You don't know what you're missing.
I don't know, I am worried that show will give me some bad ideas. Anyways, let me get the traffic and weather and get out of here.
To go binge watch South Park?
No, dinner. Construction on 8 Mile Road has both ways at 2 lanes apiece.
WRQAM, Detroit's all-news station.
WRQ time is 10:08 p.m. We move to traffic and weather on the 8s. Not much problems now on this Wednesday night. Construction is going on overnight on 8 Mile Road between Kelly all the way to Grosse Pointe Highway. Traffic down to 2 lanes each way, so be sure to pack your patience when going down that road. In Macomb County, there's a fender bender or 2 on 25 Mile Road in Brockman. If my memory serves me correctly, that is where the Shiloh Woods subdivision is located at, and yes it is. Forgive me for my poor memory. No injuries reported with these 2, no wait, 3 fender benders. However, traffic is being blocked in both directions, what little traffic they have up there. If you happen to be driving in that area, we suggest taking a major road such as Romeo Plank or North Avenue to get to 26 Mile or 23 Mile. Apparently, we are getting word that something is going on over there at 25 Mile in Brockman besides the fender benders. Claire Barrington is on her way there. Weather right now, it is currently 53 degrees and clear. It will drop to 48 by 3 a.m. Tomorrow, sunny and 60 with the low going to 40. Friday, rain is expected with the high going to 65. Rain all the way until the night hours, so if you are going out Friday, bring the umbrella. Saturday, high of 55, low will go to 35. Sunday, a little better, 65 degrees with a low of 50. Going back to that accident on 25 Mile in Brockman, our producer Sean Hawes is saying something is going on over there besides the accidents.
7 cars for kids, KARS cars for kids, 1877 cars for kids, donate your car.
breaking news coming into the WRQ newsroom at 10:26 p.m. here on this Wednesday night. We have Claire Barrington at the Shallow Woods subdivision with a rather bizarre story here. Claire, what can you tell us?
I just arrived 2 minutes ago and I saw a man run into his home. What was strange about this is there were some lights flickering and ghastly sounds were coming from the home. There were screams from what appeared to be the man's wife and children.
Are the police there?
I am hearing police sirens getting closer, but they're not here yet. What the hell? I am sorry, Rod, but something just came up from underneath the ground of this house. What is this?
Claire, can you tell us more about the man who just ran into the house just now?
The garage door is opening now. Oh, he just drove out of the garage before the door had finished opening.
Holy shit.
There's obviously something that he's trying to get away from without a second to lose. Oh my god, those are coffins that are coming from the ground. I don't know how to say this other than there is some kind of energy coming from that house. What the hell? I just saw what I can only describe as a demonic figure in one of those windows. This is some scary shit.
Claire, we're on the air.
Sorry, but I'm freaking out now. I've never seen anything like this. The cops just arrived. There's another house with flickering lights inside, just 3 doors away from the first house. This isn't as bad as the first one. Oh my god, I just saw a dead body come out of one of those coffins on its own power, like it's alive.
Man, you need to clear the area.
Okay, the cops just told us to leave, and I could not agree more. We gotta move out of here. This is Claire Barrington from WRQ.
Okay, we want to apologize for the language there, but this is definitely an unprecedented situation that sounds pretty terrifying. I am now taking a look at a live YouTube feed from a popular local user by the name of Macomb County Scanner. He is over there and we're now seeing just what Claire described. It's unbelievable. Looks like the police are on hand over there telling him to leave as well. We are going to take a short break here and we will return with more news from this crazy scene that's still developing in Macomb Township.
This is a message from the emergency alert system. This emergency transmission has been issued by request of the Macomb County Sheriff's Department with the help of the Michigan Emergency Management Office. Extreme paranormal activity has been reported at a planned community in Macomb Township, located at 25 Mile and Brockman Roads. This disturbance has caused minor damage to a number of homes and property in the community with major damage reported to a few homes. The Macomb County Sheriff's Department is in the community helping affected residents to leave the area. There are reports of coffins and skeletal remains coming out of the ground and from inside a few homes in the area. Ghost sightings by residents and police officers have been reported. One police officer rescued a resident that had been burned from fire coming from an unknown supernatural force. All residents present in the Shiloh Woods community are urged to calmly leave their homes at this time. Memo is working to create a shelter for affected residents at this time. Please stay tuned to local media for more information. This concludes this alert from the emergency alert system.
WRQ breaking news. Just 20 minutes ago, we had some unusual reports about paranormal activity. I must admit, I had some trouble believing it myself until I saw some live feeds through Facebook and YouTube. And just a few minutes ago, I saw a live feed of a house imploding into thin air. I don't know what's going on here, but believe me, I kid you not. We had talked about the supernatural findings of Shallow Woods just earlier, at 5 p.m. when I arrived, and it looks to be true. We are looking at a tweet coming from the Macomb County Sheriff's Department. It confirms the odd situation they are dealing with. Their latest Facebook post states mostly the same information as the emergency alert stated earlier. I didn't know that the emergency alert system had a template for paranormal activity. We have to attend meetings about the emergency alert system and what to do in case of a tornado, nuclear plant incident or God forbid, nuclear attack. But paranormal activity? I don't ever recall that as a subject. Let us move on to traffic and weather on the 8s real quick. Of course, there is some traffic on 25 Mile and Brockman as residents are leaving the area. As the emergency alert system said earlier, if you are a resident who
This is an administrative message from the Macomb County Sheriff's Department. Please stand by for this important announcement.
This is Sheriff Garrett Hobbs of the Macomb County Sheriff's Department. At approximately 9:45 p.m., we have received multiple 911 calls of strange activity coming from multiple homes in the Shiloh Woods subdivision located in Macomb Township. Both our department and the Macomb Township Fire Department is assisting residents in that area. We are also receiving help from the neighboring Ray Township Fire Department. We are asking all residents of the Shiloh Woods subdivision who aren't presently home at this time not to return to their homes. The Macomb Township Municipal Building is now being used as a temporary shelter. We are also working with parapsychologists and ghost hunters as we continue to investigate the known paranormal activity that continues in this subdivision. For those who live within a 2-mile radius of the subdivision, and you suspect any form of paranormal activity at your home or business, please call 586-555-6901. If the activity is extreme, please dial 911. Thank you for your cooperation.
WRQAM, Detroit's all-news station.
WRQ time is 5:32 a.m. This is Tracy Burns wishing you a good Thursday morning on October 18th, 2018. Top news for today: extreme paranormal activity reported at multiple homes of the Shiloh Woods subdivision. Video on YouTube and social media outlets show it all as 3 homes implode and multiple coffins emerge from the ground. Timothy Barrett, a ghost hunter based in Chesterfield, has made his claims that the subdivision was built where a cemetery once was and just the headstones were moved but not the bodies. His claims have seen a lot of attention on both Facebook and Twitter. We had our crews there all night, including Claire Barrington, who has been a trooper this morning seeing these events happen. She spoke to Dan Hallenbeck, who was working the night shift and cannot go to his home in Shiloh Woods.
I didn't get wind of the situation until around 3 in the morning. I left work right away to get here. The cops are telling me that I cannot get into the subdivision right now. I heard there was a lot of damage in front of the subdivision, and my house is in the back. I just want to take a look, but the cops won't let me.
2 people are reported missing at this time. One is Ted Sheckler, who was reportedly in his home when it imploded. He was on the phone with 911 at that time. The other is Glenna Paulson. The family has posted in social media that Paulson had fibromyalgia, was largely overweight and could not leave her house. 2 members of the Macomb County Mothers for Values are also residents of the subdivision. The group plans to assist any residents affected with this strange occurrence with legal proceedings with the Property Management for Shiloh Woods, the Kerwin Property Group. We will have more news on this bizarre situation later. Are your kids trick-or-treating this Halloween? Some doctors at the Belder Clinic in West Bloomfield